Hi there, it's Paulie here, dolled up to the nines. Was talking to some gamers here in Melbourne. I thought I might just fill you guys in on one of the old legends of the war games and indeed role-playing game community here in Melbourne from the 70s and 80s. Deadeye Mike. So the first real war games store in Melbourne was a partnership run between two guys. One of these guys then sort of disappeared off and it left that business under the control of another guy. And he ran the miniature store. That was it. But this guy had extraordinarily bad luck. So this is in Australia, land of no guns. This guy did in fact have a gun. It was time before gun control. He just had a .22 rifle. Someone tried busting into the store one night, just some kind of crazy ass drunk. Mike, who slept above the store, came down when he heard the noise and he saw someone blundering around and he just shouted, "Hey!" So this guy just basically crashes through the glass in the glass door and staggers off into the street. Oh, jeez. Mike basically phones the police. There's been a break-in, but it's on a main kind of street in a slightly dingy area of town. The police turn up and, we can see where someone's broken in. What happened? Well, he crashed through the glass on the door and he's headed off down the street. They follow down the street and this guy that's broken, he's lying there dead. He's cut his femoral artery on the sharp edge of the glass as he's left, and he's gotten 30 yards down the street and just died. It's like, so Mike's actually really broken up about this. I killed him. Well, you didn't kill him. You just shouted, "Hey," and this guy did whatever. But he had another break-in on the store 6 months later. So someone busts in, and this time this guy's smashed his way through the glass with like a baseball bat, and he's shouting and yelling and screaming in the store. Mike comes down, and he's actually got like a .22 rifle. So he branches this rifle in the air and sort of shouts, "Oh, go on, fuck off!" And he fires a warning shot in the air. This guy who's busted in with the bat suddenly turns around and just walks out. Well, I guess that scared him off. Mike calls the police again. Yep, okay, fair enough. People have heard the fracas and they turn up and they say, "I fired a shot in the ceiling." I can see there's a honking great divot in the ceiling where this thing kind of hit the concrete beam, took a chip off the concrete. Where's the bullet? We don't know. Well, let's go and see. And again, there's a body lying, 30 odd yards down the street. Mike's fired into the ceiling. The bullet's hit, ricocheted, and it's gone down in the joint between this guy's neck and shoulder, nicked his aorta, and this guy's kind of bled out over the next few minutes and just dead. So Mike was actually really kind of horrified, so I've taken a human life and whatever. There were actually court cases about this because it's, goes up for potential manslaughter and so on. He got cleared, but he kind of decided, I can't run the game store for a while. He kind of passed it on for a bit. I'm just going to drive a taxi. So someone busts into his taxi while he's driving and tries holding him up. He screeches it to a halt and turns around and basically wrestles this knife out of this guy's hand. The guy who's tried to hold up the taxi then leaps out of the taxi into traffic, where he's clipped by a car, gets about 30 yards down the road and just kind of dies. So Mike, kind of a grumpy but beloved figure, is also kind of referred to as Deadeye Mike because of the number of people he's accidentally killed. He was actually rather shaken by this, but a guy who's racking up a body count without ever lashing out a blow in anger, slightly tragic. He did end up restarting the store as kind of a little home business out there and settled in with his wife. And they did continue running this business until I think the day he finally passed on. But yes, Deadeye Mike, legend of wargaming there, partner. Much beloved, much missed, and just some horribly weird luck with accidental oops. Anyway, Mike, you were remembered with much love, and thanks for all the fun, thanks for all the miniatures, thanks for all the games played in the back of your store.